name's Melinda. I am part of Brandon and Melinda of our it's bad if I can't say it. Fantastic journey. Start again. Hi, my name's Melinda. I am part of Brandon and Melinda of our Fantastic journey. I have decided to do a little video on what I am deeming my part of the channel. A portion I would like to call From Mess to Moxie. So there's another video that I did where I talked about a lot of the stuff I'm going to cover now. I just wanted to go into more detail about some of the plans I have, why I'm making this part of the channel, and just some of my goals. So there are a lot of things that I want to work on personally that don't really apply to Brandon and I, so I thought that it would be a good idea to kind of portion it out, so if you're not interested in this kind of content, that you can steer clear, or if you are, you know where to find it. So there's a lot of things I want to work on, and I've seen from watching other YouTubers that having a community of people can be very helpful, can help to generate ideas, just in general can be an asset. So, my cat might be joining us in just a second. So, let's see. So the first longer term goal is I'm going to be working on losing weight and increasing my physical ability, like my activity level. So I've realized that I've been gaining weight pretty much this entire 2020. I like to blame it some on quarantine 15, but that's not entirely accurate, as I have not been quarantined at all. I've been living my life, but I have noticed because of that and other reasons that I have been a lot more stressed just this whole of 2020, which I feel like is probably common across the board. But I have gained weight, and there have been aspects of my life that have gotten harder. Like, I've noticed, well, first of all, a lot of my clothes don't fit how they used to, which that's annoying. I don't want to go buy a completely new wardrobe that I don't plan on being in for a while, for very long. Along with that, though, just like, I feel more tired all the time. It's harder to like move around, and notice that sitting on the floor like actually started to bother me, which I don't know if that's because I am starting to get older. I mean, not like old, but like older, or if it's just because of the added weight. And I realize that I'm not like super heavy, but like I've noticed differences. I've also forget what I was going to say. Oh, I've also been feeling a lot more self-conscious about my weight, which I really haven't noticed a ton before. Like, I mean, there's been times in the past I wanted to like diet, but I've never been uncomfortable with where I am. But Brandon and I have always talked about like living an active lifestyle. Like, we've always talked about there's a trail in Ohio, like a bike trail that goes from Erie Lake down to the Ohio River. It's called Erie to Ohio. And since we've been dating, we've talked about doing that. But like, the thought of doing that right now, like, I don't even know how many miles it is. It's like a lot of miles. And like, I know I wouldn't be able to do it. Or like, we like hiking, but I can only do like moderate hiking. I have personal like goals that I want to do. Like, I think that boxing would be really fun, like as just an activity. And I also, for years now, I forget when, I watched a movie. What was it called? I think it's called like This Means War. And like they, like, for one of their dates, like they go to like a trapeze thing where they like do trapeze. And like since then, I didn't realize you could do that for fun. Like, I wanted to go, like, learn trapeze and, like, aerial yoga and, like, learn silks and all of that. And, like, I'm about to be 30, so, like, I realized that while that's not old, if I want to do these things, I need to get started. But also, with the fitness level that I'm at, it's not really I have a ways to go, but I want to get started on those things. So my main goal for losing weight is that I want to be able to do all the things that I want to do and that Brandon and I want to do. And I don't want my fitness level or my weight to hold us back or like to slow us down in all the things we want to do. Also, honestly, I don't want to like look pregnant from the side if I'm not, and I don't want to feel like I'm constantly busting out of my clothes, which I heard one of my favorite people to listen to watch on YouTube, she says, just feel like a busted can of biscuits. Like, I thought it was funny when I first heard it, but like, I relate to that. Like, it's not so much that I want to be a certain size or like, I have a weight goal, but it's not so much the weight goal, it's more I want to feel skinny. Like, I might feel skinny at a bigger weight than other people do, but like where I feel confident, and I don't know where that is yet. But my plan right now is I am working towards losing 60 pounds. I currently weigh, I think the last I weighed myself, I'll put in a screen, like a picture here just to be sure. It was like 193.4, which is the heaviest I've ever weighed. And my goal is to get down to about between 130 and 135. I got that weight, just so you know, from the healthy BMIs, and it's towards about the lower mid-range of my height. I am 5'7", so yeah, but I need to like take into account, and I don't know how to do that yet, so this is going to be a learning curve of like how muscles will play into that, because with like aerial kind of stuff, like trapeze kind of stuff, that's a lot of muscle strength, so I'm wondering how that will impact the weight. So we might have to revisit that weight goal. The last time I talked to my doctor about losing weight, he has no concern with me exercising or losing weight. I am on a medication for my thyroid levels though, so the only thing he did say was, as I lose weight, I'm going to need to get my levels checked to make sure my medication is at the right level. I would highly suggest talking to your doctor before losing weight or starting a new regimen, as that is important. So that's that aspect. Current things that I'm doing fitness-wise, currently I am trying to, I'm going to say run, but really it's more of a walk jog a mile every day for 30 days. I'm kind of hit and miss. That's another thing that we'll get into in a second. So I'm doing okay. It's actually, I really enjoy running. I realized last year that mentally I started running for like mental benefits, and I really enjoy it when I get into it. So I'm starting to get to that point now where I like running. It might not be the most efficient exercise method, but I really enjoy it, so I think that's something I'm going to do. Really, I'm just going to be trying a lot of different fitness activities to see which ones I actually enjoy and can see myself doing long term. So some things I want to try are HIIT workouts, high intensity, I actually don't know what that means, high intensity interval training. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to do a Chloe Ting challenge. When this month of running is over, I'm going to try one of her challenges just to see. It's kind of a thing to do, it seems like, for fitness people on YouTube. So I'm going to see if I can make it. Like, can I do it? I don't know. We're going to see. Let's see. I want to try, like, planks. I want to learn how to do pull-ups because that'll be important in the trapeze aspect. HIIT training. So I want to learn. I barely, my friend taught me how to swim for a day last year. I want to learn how to swim because I know that that can be a good aerobic exercise, and I think it's a valuable lesson, like one I'd like to learn before I have kids, you know. Boxing, I'd like to learn yoga for the simple fact of, I know it builds muscle, like it builds like strength, but also because I'm a little clumsy. So just that, the balance that yoga can provide, I would like to learn that, along with flexibility, and that can translate, I feel like, into trapeze. So I want to try a lot of different things. Oh, biking, if we want to do that Ohio to Erie Trail, biking would be important. I really just want to be able to, if we decide we want to go on an adventure, that I can do, physically, I can do whatever we're going to do. You know, I don't want to get to somewhere and be like, well, I can't do that high ropes course because I don't have enough balance, or my arm strength isn't good enough to do this, or I can't swim so I don't. I think White River rafting or whatever it's called, like rafting, like looks fun, but I'm terrified to do it because I don't know how to swim. So like stuff like that, you know. I think it'd be fun to go kayaking, but I feel like some level of swimming would be good. So I'm going to just be trying out a lot of different things. Right now it's running. Next I'm going to do Chloe Ting, and then we'll go from there. So, let's see. Oh, along the whole health, food, because I've heard a lot that what you do, like fitness-wise, doesn't mean a whole lot if you're eating the wrong thing. Like that's, I forget what it's called, like weight loss starts in the kitchen or something like that. So, Brandon and I are going to be starting keto. Today it is Sunday, so we're going to be starting tomorrow. We've been kind of doing a pre-keto thing. I have a whole list of reasons why we're starting with keto, and that's going to be in another video, so I'm not going to go into it a ton here, but basically that's kind of how Brandon already eats, and how I'm already supposed to be gluten-free, so it kind of aligns with that the most. That's just a short version. I have more reasons than that. That'll be in another video. So, we're going to be doing keto for, I was going to look this up, at least 30 days. Like, strict keto for at least 30 days. Possibly a little longer. And basically, I'm going to go until we go on a family reunion. And then from there, I'm going to try out carb cycling. I'm thinking possibly to the end of the year and then reevaluate. But we'll get. So, I finished recording my whole video and then realized my camera had died at some point. So, I got frustrated and took a little walk jog. So, here we are. We're back. We're going to start from keto. I need to figure out how other people do it, where they can see if their battery is about to die, you know? So they don't keep filming for no reason. Anyways, I made sure you can see my sign in this one though, because it cut off half of it last time. So, I think we're done talking about keto. We'll reevaluate as we go, blah blah blah. Okay, so finishing out, I'm going to try to go through this a little faster than last time. So along with weight loss, there are some other like personal things that I want to work on. Let's start with this first. There's a reason I decided to name this portion from mess to Moxie. So there's a lot of times I feel just like a straight out mess. Like I feel like I'm very immature, like I can't keep myself together. Like I just feel like a mess for various reasons. And like the vision I have of myself in the future, like what I want to be, I've heard the word Moxie before, but I never knew what it meant, so when I actually looked it up, I feel like it encapsulates a lot of the things that I want to be in the future. So, I looked up the definition. I'll put it here, because I find that it helps me to like see stuff instead of just hear it. Okay, so definition of Moxie from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary online is 1, energy and pep, 2, courage and determination, and 3, know-how. Okay, so there are other aspects that I want to get to in the future, but I feel like those kind of, in a very broad sense, encapsulate kind of where I want to be. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I always just feel so tired that I can't do them. So like having energy is something that I've wanted and thought about. I remember even in high school, like I got tested for all of the things, like anemia and like a lot of things, because I can sleep, like, throughout the day. Like, my mom was concerned because I would get home from school and nap for like 3 to 4 hours. Like, she couldn't get me up, and then I go right back to bed, like, at bedtime, and sleep the whole night and not get up in the morning. Like, I can sleep, and I have, like, low energy, which could be partially due to, as I said before, my thyroid. I have hypothyroidism, I guess is what you can still say. When I was in high school, I actually had my thyroid removed, so I don't even have one. So that's kind of one of the symptoms of hypothyroidism. So I don't know if that's why, like, my levels are always in check, but, like, anyways, energy's been a lifelong thing for me, like, not having energy. So, like, the thought of having, like, sustainable energy is, like, very appealing. 2, courage and determination. I've been scared most of my life. I'll go into that in another video, I guess, at some point. But I've been scared for a lot of my life, and I just don't want to be scared anymore. And that goes along with the determination. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, and, like, a lot of things I want to do with my time, with my life, and I just never seem to have the determination to, like, finish a goal or, like, do the things I want to do. So those are very appealing things, like, hand in hand. I feel like they go together. I forget if I talked about this, and I don't think I talked about it. I talked about it last time I filmed. I kind of tried intermittent fasting, but I was struggling because I have a hard time planning things out. We'll go into that in a mess. But, like, just, like, sticking through with something is something that I find hard to do, which is a reason that I want to have this channel, to, like, have that accountability. And finally, know-how. I think that I'm, like, moderately smart. I mean, I know I'm not a genius, but, like, I think I'm smart. But, like, I don't always feel that, you know, like, the knowledge versus the feeling. So just kind of merging those, and, like, I guess it's just because I, like, give up on stuff, or, like, that I don't do stuff I know I'm supposed to, that, like, is where that feeling of, like, this is going to sound like a very strong word, but that feeling of, like, stupidity and, like, not knowing comes in, you know, and, like, immaturity. So, like, it's something that I know I need to deal with. So basically, mess to Moxie, like, Moxie really encapsulates, like, in a very, like, quick, like, concise things I want, like, those are some of the things I want to focus on the most. I've been interested in, like, personal growth probably as long as I can remember, but I've been working on it. I started really thinking about it and trying to work on it my senior year of college. So it's been a couple years, but I've also, like, given myself a lot of slack and, like, called working on it things that wasn't really working on it. So, I mean, these are things I really want to work on, because, like, I do feel like a mess a lot. Like, just, I feel like I'm about to be 30, as I said earlier, and there are some things that I should have a handle on that I don't. Like, following through with goals. A really big one is being on time and having, like, a sleep schedule that makes sense, because I, like, go to bed way too late and, like, then have a hard time waking up, which, like, feeds into, like, being late. And, like, there's just ways that, like, I feel like I haven't gotten a grasp on adulting that I want to really work on. But along with that, what was I gonna... I lost my train of thought. Whoops. And stuff like that, where I just, like, I really want to, like, take a good look into the things that I really do need to work on, like being on time, having a sleep schedule that works, eating things that are good for me, and not just because, like, not just emotional eating. So things that I really want to, like, work on, and, like, that I need to, like, determine whether this thing that makes me feel like a mess is something I need to work on, or something that is just, I need to give myself grace on and just accept, you know? So that's a big part of what I want to be doing, along with the weight loss. Furthermore, just with the mess thing, like, I want to figure out how to dress that best complements me, like, as in personality, body shape, color. I feel like there's a thing with, like, colors and, like, what colors you should wear. I want to figure out how to do my hair. This is, like, how my hair is all the time. I don't know what to do with it. I want to know what to do with it. I want to figure that out. And then makeup. I know how to do bare minimum makeup. now I realize, hair, makeup, dressing, how you dress, and weight are not the epitome of, that's not what makes me me, right? I realize that. But at the same time, I realize that how a person takes care of themselves kind of is an outward showing of how much they value themselves. I don't do a lot of these things because I feel like I can't figure it out. I don't know how to figure it out, which is one thing I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to avoid stuff because they overwhelm me or I don't know how to do. And two, because I'm kind of don't feel like doing it. And also, it almost feels like, why should I, like, kind of along the lines of I don't feel worth the time to do it, you know? I always prioritize other things, but then what ends up happening is I just go into the state of, like, depression, and I do nothing. So that's the thing I want to not do. I'm going to check to make sure the camera's actually on. Please hold. I know that there's a way to, like, see this, and I want to figure out, oh, it's still going, how other YouTubers do it, because I don't know. It might just be my kind of camera. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I realize that all those things don't have, like, they should not be the basis of my self-image, but I want to figure out how to do them. Like, I just want to put time into myself and, like, making myself better. Along with that, I feel like the most important thing of making myself better is focusing on self-image, self-confidence, self-growth. As I said, it's something I've been interested in a long time, but I really want to focus on it. I don't know how much that will translate into videos, if it should. Like, what I feel like is appropriate, I might, but I mean, obviously there's some things that are personal. We'll see how that goes. I really just want to figure out how to better manage myself. There are some aspects in me of anxiety, depression, and I just really want to figure out how to manage, like, my stress better. I feel like that's a big issue of why I've gained weight in the stomach region. I just want to figure out how to manage these things, and if I can pass some tips along. I mean, that's the biggest reason of why Brandon and I decided to, like, start this channel. Like, we want to be encouraging to people, and even if the way that we encourage you is by showing you how awkward we can be, okay, mainly me, but how kind of awkward we can be and how much we don't have it together, we can still figure it out. If that can be encouraging to you to start your own journey, I think it'll be worth it. But on the flip side, if I can, like, figure things out and pass tips along, and, like, my gains and my triumphs can help you, like, I want both. Like, I want to win, you know? I want to figure this out. So really the top goal of, like, actually having this is to encourage even just one person. Furthermore, if no one ever sees this, if we're a little hidden channel that has, like, 5 viewers on the internet, I think I'm okay with that, because I'm documenting my journey for myself in a couple years to look back on how far I've come. And also, like, I'm getting accountability, because I feel like whatever I do or don't do, I need to, like, film. So I do have, like, friends that I turn to, like, for accountability, but also they're not here all the time. And even for moments where I don't want to just, like, call them whining, I have a camera, so you get to be subjected to that. But just that additional, like, place of accountability. Like, this isn't all just for views and to be an influencer. That'd be cool. But, like, anyways, this is for me too. So, I hope that you find encouragement from our channel, and if you have any tips, suggestions, thoughts, put them in the comments. Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think so. I mean, I hope that you join us on our adventures, but also join me on my journey from mess to Moxie. Like, subscribe, follow me, woohoo! Oh, also, the whole personal growth thing. I know that personal growth comes from being outside your comfort zone, and this is uncomfortable for me, so in essence, every time I film a video, I'm getting uncomfortable, so I'm growing. So that's a bonus, right? I've always hated cameras. That's what I wanted to... Okay. That's what I wanted to do. So, I have to write this down. I thought about this last time and then I immediately forgot. So, okay. So, I hope that you join us. Join me on my trip from Mess to Moxie, and I will see you on the next adventure. Bye!